Hi, this is DOSBox Mom, and welcome back to Let's Play Treasures of the Savage Frontier. Where we left off, we were about where we are now, a little ways northeast of Lylon. In between, though, off camera, I followed up on a suggestion from a commenter, went all the way back to Lylon and found the general store there because they had +1 cloaks and belts, which apparently work a little better in conjunction with armor than cloaks of displacement do if you have a character that's equipped with armor. So bought some of that. Our mage thief was able to be trained to her next level up as a mage. So now both she and the other mage are able to ice storm. But anyway, we're just outside Lylon and we're ready to get back to the main plot of the game and do like Amanitas asked us to. So let's get moving. And you notice the weather conditions do change when you're on the wilderness map. Haven't run into snow yet, though. So here we are. As you pass through the gates of the small town of Lylon, you can already hear loud music and raucous laughter coming from the tavern up ahead. We're supposed to meet some ambassadors at the Rutting Buck. Sounds like the ambassadors may be having a good time while they wait for us, says Eladan. Well, before we do anything else, Poxenarian says, we should rest in the inn here, rememorize spells, and save our notes. This mission may be long and difficult. Poxenarian is usually pretty sensible, so yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And let's find that inn. Okay. Where are we? This should be an adventure supply and outfitting company. Need supplies? Sure. Let's see what you got. Okay. The usual stuff. And it's all non-magical. If we didn't have plenty of darts and arrows, the flask of oil might be useful, but we don't really need them right now. Okay. And continuing on down the street. Tavern of the Rutting Buck. Good friends, better food, best tankards. Okay. Well, fortunately we did save just before we entered town. Loud music punctuated by shouted calls for more of everything escape through the doorway and sweep across you like a warm wind from the desert. Well, let's go inside. The party enters the raucous cacophony of the tavern. In only the briefest of moments, everything turns silent. A soldier approaches and greets you. You record what happens next as a journal entry 28. Which we are flipping to now. Should be on the next page. The soldier wore the distinctive uniform of Waterdeep. "You're here!" he shouted, turning to the crowd. "Hey, everyone! It's the heroes of Ascor!" The patrons broke into spontaneous applause. Frankly, we were both embarrassed and pleased with all the hoopla. The soldier faced us once more. "We're the escort from Waterdeep. We were sent to help guard the ambassadors from Neverwinter and Mirabar for the rest of the journey. They're not here yet, but they're expected to arrive this evening. We heard you'd be coming with us. This is such a thrill." "Would you do us the honor of sharing our table for dinner?" asked the soldier. Sure, I suppose." The music starts to play again, and the tavern returns to its ear-splitting normalcy. You sit down with the soldiers and enjoy a meal of venison and fresh hot bread. Food is so good that soon you feel very satisfied and sleepy. Very, very sleepy. So very, very sleepy. You awaken in a strange room and record what you see as journal entry 30. The room seemed to be the bedroom of a farmhouse. All the furniture was gone, and a thin layer of straw on the floor was the only bed. We thought it was strange they didn't take away our weapons, but then we examined the door and the boards covering the windows. They were made of heavy wood held together by steel fittings. And when we hacked at the door with our swords, we could hear guards on the opposite side laughing. "Keep trying," they called out. "By the time you carve your way out through this door, the high captains of Luskan will be sipping tea in the palaces of Waterdeep." Okay. Let's see where we are. Okay. So, we do area view. No. No area view. Okay, well, I do have the clue book in front of me, so I kind of know where we are. "I can hear voices through this room," through this door, calls Sosita. "They must be guards. Which of my tricks shall we use? The sick trick, the laugh trick, or the fire trick?" Okay. Well, I guess we'll try the sick trick first. Eladan lies down on the floor and starts to groan. "What do we do?" Osita cries. "Eladan will die if we don't get help." Guards rush into the room, and the entire party wastes no time in launching an attack. Okay, so we have... I'm surprised they didn't assume our cleric would be. Okay, so we've got some cyclops skin, and some guys that are supposedly Waterdeep guards. Okay, well, let's first have her switch to her melee weapon. And then perhaps a whole person. No, that's not what I want. Okay, I don't think there's any spellcasters in this bunch. Oh. Now, if I can work her around... Perhaps I can get her in position to do a nice lightning bolt. Yeah, right there. Okay, and then if I can work him around, I can have him do another lightning bolt and get that guy in the back row. Okay, shield. There we go. Okay. Oh well. I know they only had one hit left each, but now we know they aren't going to do any harm. Okay, and that immobilizes the remaining Waterdeep guys. I don't know how many more battles I'll have to fight to get out of here. A little bit of platinum. Ooh, more lucky papers. Okay, let's see who's got the lucky papers of Lylon already. Okay, we'll give the lucky papers to her. Okay. Shields and longswords. Okay. Let's just get the long swords. Yeah, we should be okay now. Want to make sure we don't get encumbered too heavily in case we need to move fast. Hosita, your plan worked, says Paxonaria. Let's remember our spells and get out of here. Look here, says Elriger. These men wear uniforms from Waterdeep, but their other possessions are rough-hewn and simple. Not like things from Waterdeep at all. Okay, so if Pox thinks it's a good idea to memorize spells here, then maybe she's right. So let's get moving. The party enters this dark room cautiously. Suddenly, the glint of steel flashes before you. It's an ambush! Okay, so we have some hill giants and some more cyclops skin and hackhounds and Waterdeep guards, at least. Fighters impersonating Waterdeep guards. So, let's deal with this. Okay. Let's try a stinking cloud first. Okay. That might help. Since he's closer, then I want to target his stinking cloud farther away. Okay, and I know just where I want to put her stinking cloud. Yeah, right up there. Then we'll have her do hold person. Maybe he can try. Let's try a nice fireball. That should be far enough away so it won't harm the party. Okay, so the Waterdeep guards are taken care of now. And perhaps he can take out another one of the guards with his bow. As can she. Well, Heckhound will work too. And now perhaps a nice ice storm. That should be perfect. have him switch to his bow. Let's see. Could try a fireball on the remaining giants, excuse me. Okay. About right there. I'll move him just a little closer. And if these giants are anything like the giants in some of the other gold box games, we'll want to be very cautious about picking up their loot, since giants tend to have way too many low value coins. Actually, this is not that bad. Ooh, we got lucky papers for Daggerford and Waterdeep also. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's see if she can take those. We know she can take Lylon. Okay, very good. I don't think we're going to bother with the rest of this stuff. And lay. Probably on the cleric. Alver here again checks the fallen fighters. Something's just not right. Look at that beard. No sergeant of Waterdeep would allow it to be worn so long. Or so filthy. Okay, we're going to encamp real quick, and maybe rather than rest, we might use some of those lovely potions we've got. Or actually, we might be able to rest safely here. Okay, and continue moving right along. Okay, there's a door down there. You climb the ancient stone stairs into the darkness. Before you reach the top, an opening appears, allowing you to climb out of the cramped stairway into a small room. The hidden door slips seamlessly back into place in the floor. It's no use, says Ozita after trying to reopen it. It may not even have a trigger on this side. So, we're in a little room. There's a long hallway to our north, and this is a one-way door back out into the town here. Okay, we don't need to go to the adventure supply store. Yeah. Remember this street from when we first got here. So now we need to explore the town and find out what happened to the ambassadors, and we'll do that in the next episode. So see you then.